Next, a little bit about Steve Clark. Now, Steve Clark is not a rookie MPP, obviously.
Nor a rookie in politics. He was elected as a mayor when he was 22. So he's a lifer, as we say, I guess.
He was Canada's youngest mayor.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So he's re-elected from the riding of Leeds, Grenville, Thousand Islands, and Rideau Lakes. So he's an incumbent. He was quite strong in opposition. Mm-hmm. He was one of two deputy leaders mm-hmm. under Patrick Brown, and he becomes Ontario's Minister of Municipal Affairs and Housing. I'm always curious when a former municipal politician gets elected provincially and becomes Minister of Municipal Affairs. Is that better or is it worse? Because he knows what these mayors and municipal leaders are going to come forward with, but at the same time, he was there. So it's a little tougher to kind of fend them off, but I think he'll do all right. What do you think?
I think so too, and certainly he's the AMO conference, the Association of Municipalities of Ontario. They have their annual conference, which is taking place in Ottawa this year, coming up in about 6 or 7 weeks, and so that's going to be a very quick coming out with respect to the role. Certainly. There will be lots of delegations from all municipalities around the province who will be there with various asks, and certainly we've got a number of different folks that we've spoken with who are going to be going to that particular conference. They're looking for contact with a number of different ministries, including the Ministry of Municipal Affairs and Housing, for some of the issues that they've got that they'll be bringing forward. So he'll be needing to learn his brief very quickly. And he'll be meeting many of his stakeholders very quickly as well.
Now we should mention too, we put in our write-up that when Doug Ford took someone who's not from the Greater Toronto Area and not from Hamilton and not from Ottawa, not from one of the big cities, because the backlog for housing repairs, the housing infrastructure, the public housing, would put a minister from, say, the GTA to Toronto under tremendous pressure. Mm-hmm. And I think that selecting a minister who's not from one of the 3 big urban centers is actually good, because the person can make their decisions based on, say, evidence and not on the pressure that he or she would feel from living there, from being in the middle of it. That's my view on it. Maybe someone would flip that around and say, how could you truly understand it if you're not from there? But I don't think so. I think housing is right across the province, municipal affairs across the province, and certainly seen in the past when a Minister of Municipal Affairs and Housing is from the GTA, it's not easy.
No, and certainly this is another instance where there were 2 ministers under the Kathleen Wynne government. That government had actually split Municipal Affairs and Housing into 2 separate ministries, and it was Peter Milshin, who was from the GTA, who was the minister, and obviously that was to put in place the Fair Housing Plan, and obviously all of the various pieces around that. But the fact that they're putting that back together again is a reflection of some of the efficiencies that they're trying to gain within this government, but also the fact that they're putting someone in place who is not from the GTA, also reflective of what we'll probably see with respect to the ministry.
That's a good point, as well as municipal administration and the public housing stock. The whole area of landlord and tenant mm-hmm. relations now comes under Steve Clark's purview. So it'll be an interesting one to watch. Again, he is a veteran. He was a mayor. He was an MPP. He was deputy leader for the PC caucus. So certainly no newbie to politics, and should have a pretty good grasp of the set of issues as he heads down this road.